Hello friends, welcome to our channel Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more. See, I'm ready here with a very beautiful pattern which is in the multiple of 11 stitches plus 4 extra stitches, that is to balance the pattern. This beautiful pattern you can use in numerous projects like babies cardigan, ladies cardigan, sweaters, men's sweaters, anything. It will look equally good. And the best part, as I told you, it just consists of 4 rows. And one thing I would like to mention here, that here I have taken the exact number of stitches, and when you are working on a larger project you can add extra 2 stitches, or the stitches or the edge stitches we can say, which we can use for stitching later on. So to begin the pattern, I have cast stitches in the multiple of 11, that is 11 into 2 is 22 plus 4 stitches. So I have cast 26 stitches. Starting off with the first row directly, we purl 4 stitches. Then 2 stitches will be knit. Yes. Now I will make 3 stitches out of 1 stitch. See how it is done. Now that's the closer view. The 3 stitches which were made out of a single stitch. Then I slip 1 stitch. Then I'm again working on a stitch to make 3 stitches. That means first stitch we knit, then yarn, we wind the yarn and knit again, so we get 3 stitches. Then I'm going to do 2 knit, and then I will do 4 number of purl to start off the pattern again. Now we need to turn the yarn and knit 2. Now please watch carefully, I'll be making 3 stitches out of that 1 stitch. Now I wind my thread, that's the second, and the third is already formed. First we stitch, then the second and the third are formed automatically. After that I slip 1 stitch and I start working on a stitch to make 3 stitches again. Once that is done, I knit 2, and you will see that the last 4 stitches remaining will need to be purled. 3 and 4. Yes, the first row is complete. Now to make things easier for the beginners, I have not added any extra stitches, so I am starting straight away with the pattern, the second row. Here we need to purl 6 stitches. So 4 stitches I did. Now again this 2 needs to be done, so 5 and 6. Yes, now I have reached the stitch 3 stitches, the bundle of 3 stitches, that I just transfer it to my right needle without working on it. Then I purl 1 stitch, that is the stitch which we earlier had slipped off in the previous row. Then again I transfer the bundle of 3 stitches into my right needle. Then I am going to purl again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches I've already purled. Now more 2 I need to do, 6, 7 and 8. Yes, 8 stitches have been purled. Now the bundle of 3 stitches is there, that has to be transferred into the right needle without working on it. Just we will slip it into the right needle. Then the stitch 1 purl, that is the one which we had skipped in the previous row. Now again the bundle of 3 stitches is passed on to the right needle, and the remaining 6 stitches needs to be purled. So that finishes our second row. Let's move on to the third row. Again we need to do 4 number of purl. Yes, 4 number of pearl is done. Now we turn the yarn. Now we have to do a crisscross out. The crisscross means the 3 stitches, the bundle of 3 stitches needs to be brought in the front of the 2 stitches that you are seeing now. So what we do is we pass the right needle through the front side and the 2 stitches are collected in the other needle, and the bundle of 3 stitches is put before it so that we can work on it. And now what we do is from the right side we work the bundle of 3 stitches together. Yes, it needs to be worked together. Then the 2 stitches which we had transferred to the back side is knitted. Now I slip 1 stitch in my right needle. Now again there is the bundle of 3 stitches and 2 stitches. Now what we need to do here is that the 2 stitches has to be brought in the middle. For that what we do, we take the bundle of 3 stitches into the left needle before, and then we put on our 2 stitches so that we can work on it first. Now the bundle of 3 stitches remaining in the left needle has to be worked together from the back side of the work. It has to be knitted from the back side. Yes, so it's done. Now what we do is again 4 number of pearl. Now again the shifting part has come, yarn backwards. Those 2 stitches in the front has to go at the back, and the bundle of 3 stitches needs to come in the front. So what we do is we take those stitches out from our needle and again we put it back into the needle and transfer the bundle of 3 stitches back into the needle so that we can work those stitches together from the front side. Then we do the 2 stitches, we knit the 2 stitches. That's done. Now we slip that stitch into the right needle. Now again we have the bundle of 3 stitches and 2 stitches. So the 2 stitches needs to come in the front of the bundle of stitches. So we pass a needle through the back side and we let off our bundle of stitches so that we can collect it in our needle and push it at the back and put our 2 stitches, the ones which are required, in the front so that we can work on it. So the 2 stitches are worked. Now we are going to work on the bundle of stitches together. We are going to knit all the 3 stitches together from the back side. Yes, carefully we need to do so that the yarn so that the stitches are not missed. And then finally we end this third row by working 4 number of pearl. Now the 4th row is the easiest of all. You can just relax and work. We just need to purl from the beginning to the end of the row. So that is also a bonus for us, isn't it? So here I have reached the end of the 4th row. So this is our pattern. The first set of pattern is complete. Let us move on. Again I am going to show the very same steps that I have done earlier. 4 number of purl and 2 number of knit. This is the first row. Now what we do is out of 1 stitch I am going to make 3 stitches. See how the yarn is to be wound, and 3 stitches are formed. Now after that I slip 1 stitch into the right needle and again I am going to work 3 stitch out of 1 stitch. Yes, that's done. Now again 2 stitches has to be knitted. After that it will be 4 number of purl. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 purl is complete. Again yarn backwards. Now let us do 2 number of knit 1 and 2, and now I'm going to work on that stitch and make 3 stitches out of it. I knit 1, I'm not going to let the stitch out of my needle, and I wrap the yarn and automatically another stitch is formed. Then I slip 1 stitch, and again I am working to get 3 stitches from my 1 stitch. Then I do 2 knit and then finishing off with 4 number of purl. So the second row is complete. Sorry, the first row is complete. Now moving on to the second row. Second row, we need to purl 4, then again 2, that is 6, isn't it? 6 number of purl stitches, and after that the 3 stitches, which is a bundle of 3 stitches, needs to be transferred into the right needle without working on it. Then I'm going to work on that very stitch, a purl, and again I'll transfer the bundle of stitches into my right needle without working on it. Then I will be doing 8 number of purl. To count the stitches, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. I'll transfer the bundle of 3 stitches into my right needle and purl 1 stitch out there, and then again transfer the bundle of 3 stitches into my right needle without working on it, and the rest 6 stitches needs to be purled till the end. So that completes our second row. The pattern is slightly tricky, so we just need to concentrate while working on it. That is the reason why I didn't put the extra stitches. Now starting off with the third row, I purl 4 stitches. Now let's do 2 number of now what we need to do is, I will be transferring the bundle of 3 stitches ahead of those 2 stitches in the front. So for that, it has to be taken out from the knitting needle. That needs to be done carefully so that the stitches don't slip off. Then the 3 stitches, bundle of 3 stitches are put back so that we can work on it from the front. We will be working all the 3 stitches together from the front, and then we'll work on the 2 stitches. We'll do 2 number of knit. Now we are going to slip that stitch off. Now again the bundle of 3 stitches needs to be shifted to the back, and the 2 knit stitches needs to come in the front. So for that, I'll pass my needle through the back side and take off the 3 stitches, the bundle of 3 stitches, and put it back in the needle so that I can get the necessary stitches in the front to be worked. So I'm working on the 2 stitches, and then I'll be working on the bundle of 3 stitches together. I'll be doing a knit from the back side of the stitch. So that's it. Now I'm going to do 4 number of purl. That's the third one, and this is the fourth one. Now yarn backwards, again shifting of the stitches. The bundle of 3 stitches needs to come in the front. Carefully we will carry out the process again. Please be careful with this step. Now I put back my bundle of 3 stitches again, and then I'll work all the 3 stitches together. I will knit from the front side. Once that is done, I'm going to knit the 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and pass the 1 stitch in the middle into the right needle without working on it. And now again I'll do the shifting of the bundle of 3 stitches and the other 2 stitch. Now the 2 stitch at the back needs to come in front of the bundle of 3 stitches. So carefully I bring it in the front, and I'm going to do 2 number of knit, 1 and 2, and then I will work the 3 stitches together from the back loop. That's it. Now the remaining 4 stitches needs to be purled. But I'm sure once if you practice this, it is not tough at all. Now the row which is most relaxing is the 4th row. Just purl across. So working this 4th row will bring the pattern to an end. So my lovely friends, I hope you all will try this beautiful pattern in your future projects, and I am sure you are going to love it. So friends, this brings us to the end of the video. Do not forget to share, subscribe and comment. Do hit the like button if you have found the video useful. If you have stopped by for the first time, do take a moment to subscribe and stay tuned for more of interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye bye for today.